If you're over 40 and wondering whether you can still pull off jeans without looking like you're desperately trying to hang on to your youth, you're definitely not alone. I get messages about this exact question every single week from men who feel confused about where they fit in today's fashion landscape. Maybe you've been there, standing in the fitting room, looking at yourself in a pair of jeans, wondering if you look ridiculous. Or maybe you've avoided jeans altogether because you think they're too young for you now. Here's what I want you to understand. That internal dialogue you're having, almost every man your age has been there. The fact that you're watching this tells me something important about who you are. You care about how you present yourself to the world. You want to look good, feel confident, and be attractive without seeming like you're trying too hard. And that mindset already puts you miles ahead of most men your age who've just given up and settled for whatever's in their closet. Today, I'm going to share the 7 most attractive ways women say men over 40 should wear jeans. And before you ask, no, these aren't my personal opinions or some magazine editor's ideas. These insights come straight from extensive surveys, conversations with style experts, and honest feedback from women who know what they're talking about. Women who are actually attracted to mature, confident men. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make jeans work for your age, your body, and your lifestyle. You'll understand the subtle details that make the difference between looking sharp and looking like you're having a midlife crisis. Most importantly, you'll feel confident putting on jeans again. Style point number 1. The perfect fit is everything. Let's start with the foundation. And I need to be honest with you, this is where probably 80% of men over 40 completely miss the mark. Here's what I see happening constantly. You hit 40, your body changes slightly, maybe you've gained a few pounds, maybe your shape has shifted a bit, and instead of adjusting your approach to buying jeans, you do one of 2 things. Either you squeeze into the same size you wore in college because that's what you've always worn, or you go way too loose, thinking it's more comfortable and forgiving. Both approaches age you instantly and make you look like you've given up on yourself. Women consistently say the most attractive thing about a man in jeans isn't the brand, the price, or even the style. It's when they fit properly, not tight, not loose, but properly fitted to his actual body, as it is right now. Here's the rule that will change everything for you. Your jeans should skim your body without being restrictive anywhere. When you sit down, you shouldn't feel like you're going to split a seam or cut off your circulation. When you stand up, there shouldn't be excess fabric bunching around your waist, creating that dreaded saggy bottom effect that adds years to your appearance. Let's get specific about the waist. Your jeans should sit right at your natural waistline. That's roughly where your belly button is, not hanging below your gut, and not pulled up so high they look like your dad's pants from the 1990s. If you need a belt to keep them up, they're too big in the waist. If the belt is doing all the work and you're constantly hiking them up, you're wearing the wrong size entirely. Here's a test you can do right now. Put on your current jeans and look at yourself from the side in a mirror. Is there a gap between the waistband and your back? Are they riding low and creating a muffin top effect? Is there extra fabric bunching up when you tuck in a shirt? These are all signs that the fit is working against you instead of for you. The seat of your jeans should follow the shape of your body without being skin tight. You should be able to pinch about an inch of fabric on each side of your thigh when standing. Any more than that, and they're too loose. Any less, and they're probably too tight for your age and lifestyle. This is something every well-dressed man over 40 quietly understands. Fit trumps everything else. You can wear a $50 pair of jeans that fit perfectly and look better than someone in $300 designer jeans that don't work for their body. Price doesn't matter if the fit is wrong. Here's the thing that might surprise you. Getting the right fit might mean going up a size, and that's completely okay. Your ego might resist this, but your appearance will thank you. A size 34 that fits properly will always look better than a size 32 that's too tight. It's a simple adjustment, but once you get this right, once you experience how good it feels to wear jeans that actually fit your body as it is today, you'll never go back to settling for close enough. But here's where it gets even more interesting. The fit is only half the battle. The color and wash of your jeans can either enhance your natural masculine appeal or completely undermine it, no matter how well they fit. Style point number 2, dark wash is your secret weapon. Now that we've covered fit, let's talk about something that can instantly make you look more expensive, more sophisticated, and more intentionally dressed: the wash and color of your jeans. If you're still reaching for faded light wash jeans thinking they look casual and approachable, I need you to stop and reconsider this choice. Here's what women actually notice when they see a man in light wash jeans. It often looks dated, like you're trying to recapture something from decades ago, or like you haven't updated your style since the early 2000s. I'm not saying light wash jeans are inherently bad. They can look great on younger guys in the right context. But on men over 40, they often work against you rather than for you. They can make you look like you're trying too hard to appear youthful, or worse, like you're completely out of touch with current style. Dark wash jeans, on the other hand, are timeless in the best possible way. They work in more situations, they're easier to dress up or down, and they create a cleaner, sharper silhouette that's inherently more flattering as you age. The ideal shade is somewhere between deep indigo and charcoal. Dark enough to look sophisticated and intentional, but not so dark they look like dress pants trying to be jeans. You want that rich, deep blue color that looks expensive even if you didn't spend a fortune. Here's what you want to avoid: anything with artificial fading, whiskering, or those pre-made wear patterns that try to make new jeans look worn. These details scream trying too hard and can actually make you look older than you are, not younger. They also tend to look cheap, regardless of what you actually paid. The practical benefits of dark wash jeans are enormous. They're incredibly versatile. You can wear them to a casual dinner date, a weekend gathering with friends, even some relaxed work environments, and they'll always look appropriate. They photograph better than lighter washes, they hide minor imperfections better, and they give you that effortlessly polished appearance that women consistently say they find attractive in mature men. Here's another advantage: dark wash jeans are much easier to build outfits around. Almost any color shirt looks good with them. Brown leather shoes work beautifully, black shoes work great, even white sneakers look sharp. With light wash jeans, you're much more limited in your options. Think about the men you consider stylish, whether they're actors, business leaders, or just well-dressed guys you know personally. I guarantee that when they wear jeans, they're almost always wearing dark wash. There's a reason for this. It's the most universally flattering and sophisticated choice. The key is finding that sweet spot where they're dark enough to look polished and intentional, but not so dark they look like you're trying to sneak dress pants into a casual situation. Even better than versatility, though, is what we're about to cover next, because the actual cut and style of jean you choose can completely change how your entire physique appears to others. Style point number 3: why straight leg beats every other cut. Here's where a lot of men over 40 get completely overwhelmed and confused. Walk into any store and you're bombarded with options: skinny fit, slim fit, boot cut, relaxed fit, straight leg, tapered, athletic fit, and most guys either stick with whatever they wore 20 years ago or just grab whatever's on sale and hope for the best. Let me save you hours of frustration and trial and error. Straight leg jeans are your best friend, and here's exactly why. First, let's talk about what doesn't work and why. Skinny jeans might look great on your teenage nephew, but on men over 40, they often look like you're trying desperately to dress younger than you are. They can be uncomfortable, especially if your body has changed since your 20s, and they're often not flattering on bodies that have matured and filled out. Bootcut jeans had their moment, a long moment, but that moment was roughly 15 years ago. They can make you look dated and stuck in the past. Plus, they require specific types of shoes to look right, and they can make your legs look disproportionate if you're not careful. Baggy or relaxed fit jeans are probably the worst choice for most men over 40. They make you look shapeless, they add bulk where you don't want it, and they can make you appear older and less vital than you actually are. They also tend to look sloppy no matter what you pair them with. Straight leg jeans, though, are the Goldilocks solution. Not too tight, not too loose, but just right for a man who's confident in who he is and doesn't need to make a statement with his pants. Here's why they work so well. Straight leg jeans create a clean, uninterrupted line from your hip to your ankle. They're fitted enough to show that you have a shape and that you care about your appearance, but they're not so tight that they're uncomfortable or inappropriate for your age and lifestyle. The beauty of straight leg jeans is how they balance your proportions naturally. If you're broader on top, whether from muscle, a barrel chest, or just your natural build, they won't make your legs look disproportionately thin. If you're slimmer or have lost weight recently, they won't overwhelm your frame or make you look like you're swimming in fabric. They also work regardless of your height. If you're taller, they create a nice clean line without making you look even lankier. If you're shorter, they don't cut your legs off visually the way some other cuts can. Here's what women consistently say about straight leg jeans on men over 40. They look intentional, mature, and effortlessly masculine. They don't scream, "Look at me," but they also don't say, "I've given up." They hit that perfect sweet spot of looking put together without looking like you spent hours thinking about your pants. The fit should be comfortable through the seat and thigh, then fall straight down to your ankle without tapering in or flaring out. You should be able to move normally, sit comfortably, and feel confident that you look good from every angle. This is one of those subtle things that most men never even think about consciously, but it makes all the difference in how you're perceived by others and how confident you feel in your own skin. And speaking of subtle details that make a massive impact on your overall appearance, let's talk about length. Because this next point might be the quickest and cheapest way to upgrade your entire look. Style point number 4, the right length changes everything. This might sound like a small detail, but I'm telling you, the length of your jeans can make or break your entire outfit. And unfortunately, this is one area where I see men over 40 making the same mistakes over and over again. Here's what I see constantly, and you've probably seen it too. Jeans that are way too long, creating multiple stacks and bunches around the ankles, making the wearer look shorter, sloppier, and less polished than they actually are. Or on the flip side, jeans that are too short, showing too much ankle and sock, creating an awkward proportion that makes the whole outfit look off. Women notice these things immediately, even if they can't always articulate exactly why something looks wrong. It's one of those subconscious details that contributes to overall impressions. The rule is actually quite simple, but most men either don't know it or don't bother to follow it. Your jeans should just barely touch the top of your shoe when you're standing normally. There should be a slight break in the fabric at the front, just a small horizontal crease where the jean hits your shoe, but not enough to create multiple stacks or bunching. When you're standing with good posture, you should see a clean line that doesn't interrupt the flow from your leg to your foot. The back of the jean should just graze the back of your shoe without dragging on the ground. Here's the game changer that most men never consider. If your jeans don't fit this way off the rack, get them hemmed. This is literally a $10 to $15 investment at most tailors or alteration shops, and it can make a $50 pair of jeans look like they cost 10 times that much. Most men skip this step because they think it's too much trouble or not worth the cost. But here's what I want you to understand. This small investment is the difference between looking like you got dressed intentionally versus looking like you just grabbed whatever was available and hoped for the best. The psychological impact of properly hemmed jeans is enormous. When your jeans are the right length, your legs look longer, your posture looks better, and your overall silhouette is cleaner and more confident. You'll notice the difference in photos, and you'll feel the difference when you walk. Here's something else to consider. The right length can actually depend slightly on what shoes you're planning to wear most often with those jeans. If you primarily wear sneakers, you might want them hemmed slightly shorter than if you primarily wear boots. But the principle remains the same: clean, intentional, no excess fabric dragging around or bunching up. If you buy jeans online and can't try them on first, always assume you'll need them hemmed. It's extremely rare to find jeans that are exactly the right length off the rack, especially if you're not exactly average height. This is such an easy fix, but once you start paying attention to proper jean length, you'll be amazed at how much more put together you look in photos and how much more confident you feel walking around. It's one of those small details that makes a big difference in how others perceive you. But even perfectly fitted and hemmed jeans won't save you if you're making this next mistake that can age you faster than anything else. Style point number 5, skip the graphic tees and logos. Now let's talk about what you wear with those perfectly fitted dark wash straight leg properly hemmed jeans, because this is where a lot of men over 40 accidentally sabotage their entire look without realizing it. If you're pairing great jeans with graphic tees, band shirts from concerts you went to 20 years ago, or shirts covered in logos and branding, you're undermining all the sophistication and intentionality you just created with your jean choice. It's like building a beautiful foundation and then putting a cheap house on top of it. Here's what women consistently say they find attractive in men over 40. Someone who looks intentional and put together without trying to prove anything to anyone. Someone who's confident enough in himself that he doesn't need his clothing to make statements for him. Instead of graphics and logos, think about clean, simple tops that complement rather than compete with your jeans. A well-fitted solid color t-shirt in white, gray, navy, or black looks effortlessly masculine and lets your personality shine through instead of being overshadowed by whatever message is on your shirt. The key word here is well-fitted. A cheap t-shirt that fits perfectly will always look better than an expensive t-shirt that's too loose, too tight, or the wrong length. The shirt should skim your torso without being tight, and it should hit right around your belt line. Not so long that it looks like you're drowning in it, and not so short that it rides up when you move. A simple Henley adds a bit more texture and visual interest than a plain t-shirt while still looking clean and masculine. The extra buttons at the neck give you options. You can wear it buttoned up for a cleaner look or leave a button or two undone for a more relaxed vibe. A casual button-down shirt is another excellent option. You can wear it buttoned up with the sleeves rolled up for a smart casual look, or wear it open over a t-shirt for more of a layered, relaxed appearance. Either way, it instantly elevates the entire outfit and shows that you understand how to dress appropriately for your age. Here's the psychological aspect that's important to understand. When you wear clothing with messages, logos, or graphics, you're essentially letting your clothes do the talking instead of letting your personality come through. Women are generally more attracted to men who seem comfortable in their own skin, rather than men who need their clothing to advertise their interests or allegiances. This doesn't mean you have to be boring or wear only neutral colors. You can absolutely incorporate color, texture, and personal style. A great fitting sweater in an interesting color, a well-made polo shirt, or a casual blazer all work beautifully with jeans and show that you understand how to dress for your age and status in life. Think about successful, attractive men you know, whether they're in business, entertainment, or just guys in your personal life who always look good. When they dress casually, they typically choose simple, well-fitted pieces in quality fabrics rather than anything with messages or branding. The goal is to look like a man who has his act together, who makes thoughtful choices, and who doesn't need external validation from his clothing choices. That's genuinely attractive at any age, but especially as a mature man. And that brings us to something that can either complete your look perfectly or completely destroy all the good choices you've made so far. Style point number 6. Your shoes make or break the look. Here's something that might surprise you if you've never really thought about it. Women pay significantly more attention to men's shoes than most men realize. And when you're wearing jeans, your shoe choice can either elevate your entire outfit to another level or make you look like you got dressed in the dark. The biggest mistake I see men over 40 making is defaulting to athletic sneakers with everything, regardless of the occasion or the overall vibe they're going for. Now, I want to be clear. I'm not saying sneakers are always wrong, but there's definitely a time and place, and they need to be the right kind of sneakers. If you're going the sneaker route with jeans, you need to choose clean, simple designs in neutral colors. White leather sneakers are incredibly versatile and can work with dark jeans in almost any casual situation. Weekend errands, casual dinners, social gatherings. Gray or black minimalist sneakers also work well and might be more practical if you're concerned about keeping white shoes clean. What absolutely doesn't work are bright colors, excessive branding, or anything that looks like it belongs in a gym. Those chunky athletic shoes with neon accents that are perfect for your morning workout. They make your carefully chosen jeans look like an afterthought, but here's where you can really step up your game and show that you understand style at a mature level. Consider leather shoes with your jeans. This is where many men over 40 hesitate because they think it might look too formal or trying too hard. The truth is exactly the opposite. Brown leather boots are fantastic with dark jeans and instantly make you look more mature, intentional, and put together. Chelsea boots work great. They're clean-lined and sophisticated. Chuka boots are slightly more casual, but still polished. Even clean, well-made work-style boots can look excellent if the overall vibe is relaxed but intentional. Loafers can work beautifully for more relaxed social settings. Think weekend dinners, casual dates, or social gatherings where you want to look polished but not overdressed. Even simple leather lace-up shoes can look great with jeans if the overall outfit is balanced properly. The key is matching the formality level of your shoes to the occasion and the rest of your outfit. If you're wearing jeans to a casual dinner or date, leather shoes show that you understand the occasion and put thought into your appearance. That's attractive to women because it shows consideration and maturity. If you're wearing jeans for weekend errands or very casual activities, clean sneakers are perfectly appropriate. The important thing is that whatever you choose looks intentional and well-maintained. Here's what women consistently say they notice about men's shoes. They need to be clean, in good repair, and appropriate for the setting. Scuffed, worn-out shoes make even the best jeans look sloppy and careless. Shoes that are too formal make jeans look awkward and mismatched. But the right shoes make the whole outfit look thoughtful and attractive. This attention to footwear shows that you care about details and how you present yourself to the world, which is fundamentally attractive regardless of your age. It shows that you respect yourself and the people you're around enough to put effort into your appearance. But even with perfect jeans, great tops, and the right shoes, there's one more element that can take your look from good to genuinely impressive and attractive. Style point number 7. Confidence is the ultimate accessory. Here's the truth that no one talks about enough, but every woman will confirm. The sexiest thing about any man over 40 in jeans isn't the jeans themselves, the perfect fit, or even the great shoes. It's how confidently he wears everything. You can follow every single piece of advice in this video. Get the perfect fit, the ideal dark wash, the right cut, the proper length, great shoes, and the perfect shirt. But if you're constantly adjusting your clothes, second-guessing your choices, or looking uncomfortable in your own skin, none of the other details matter as much as they should. Women consistently say that confidence is the most attractive quality in a man, especially a man over 40. And confidence in this context doesn't mean arrogance, showing off, or trying to prove anything to anyone. It means being genuinely comfortable with who you are and how you choose to present yourself to the world. When you put on jeans that fit well and feel good on your body, something interesting happens. You naturally stand differently. You move with more assurance. You're not constantly thinking about whether you look appropriate or wondering if people are judging your choices. You can focus on being present in conversations and situations rather than being distracted by wardrobe worries. Here's the practical side of building this confidence. It comes from knowing you've made good choices. When you know your jeans fit properly, when you know they're appropriate for the occasion, when you know your overall look is put together and intentional, you can relax and let your personality shine through. This is actually something that gets easier as you get older, not harder, even though many men feel the opposite. You have less to prove than you did in your 20s or 30s. You can choose clothes based on what actually works for your life, your body, and your style, rather than what you think might impress other people or help you fit in with some group. The most attractive thing you can do is wear your jeans like they belong on you. Not like you're borrowing them from someone younger, not like you're trying to make up for something you think you're lacking, but like a man who knows what works for him and feels good about his choices. That comfort and self-assurance translates into everything else. How you interact with people, how you move through social situations, how you handle yourself in professional settings, how you carry yourself when you walk into a room. And that's genuinely attractive at any age, but especially as a mature man who's figured some things out about life. Here's something else about confidence that's important to understand. It's not about being perfect or never having doubts. It's about being comfortable with who you are, including your imperfections, and making choices that reflect your values and your sense of style, rather than trying to be someone you're not. When women say they find confident men attractive, they're talking about men who seem secure in themselves, who make decisions and stick with them, who don't constantly seek validation or approval from others. A man who puts on well-fitted jeans and a simple shirt and feels good about how he looks. That's genuinely appealing. The right pair of jeans worn the right way won't just change how others see you, they'll change how you see yourself. When you know you look good, you feel good, and that confidence shows up in everything you do, every conversation you have, and every room you walk into. If you found these insights helpful and want more style advice specifically designed for men over 40 who want to look sharp without looking like they're trying too hard, hit that subscribe button. I share new content focused on helping you look and feel your best at this stage of life, because you deserve to feel confident about how you present yourself to the world. Now, I'm genuinely curious. What's the one change you're going to make to your jean game after watching this video? Are you finally going to get those jeans properly hemmed? Invest in a high-quality dark wash pair? Try leather shoes instead of sneakers? Clean out the graphic tees? Let me know in the comments below. I read every single one, and I love hearing about your successes and wins. Remember, great style isn't about following every trend or spending a fortune on clothes. It's about understanding what works for your body, your lifestyle, and your age, and having the confidence to wear it well. You've got everything you need to look fantastic. Now go make it happen.